Okay. Welcome. We're doing something different. We're gonna try to do a review on the go here. This is for Bad Boys LA, and this is season 1, episode 4, is what I'm actually dealing with. You know what? They're gonna have to move the show along. They're gonna have to move the show along because I feel like we're 4 episodes in, and we literally are on what, day 2 or day 3 of them actually being there. So yeah, we're gonna have to move the show along. What's up, Abby? Okay, so I'm just gonna go into this. It's probably gonna be a little out of order because, again, you know, I'm out, so I don't have my notes and stuff, so just bear with me with this. But a lot of what I actually saw was sickening. It was sickening to me. I was being very irritated at the flip-flopping of everybody, okay? And it looks like I was getting a really clear picture of what everybody's little roles are here in the house at this point. And I'm gonna get into that, but where we left off was at the bowling alley. They were at the bowling alley. The fight broke out between the baby and his baby's mama's brother and the baby's people. Well, really, babies and the baby's people. Okay, so they were over there acting a complete fool, and that ended the party. So I was kind of laughing at how they were like, how they going to fight at our party? This is our party. No. No. You all were the celebrities that nobody knew at the party. So no, it wasn't your party. So I don't feel like you had all that much to be so offended by. Yeah, it's a bummer that the party ended early, but this was nothing but a networking event for you. Now, as far as the Zeus family, yes, you're part of the Zeus family, but there's no need to be feeling a type of way because your party got shut down, because that wasn't the case. Now, that's just a moment of grandeur. You girls pipe down with that. Anyway, so they were leaving from there. And then this is where it all gets started again. They go in, they get back in their little van, and for whatever reason, William ends up sitting in the back with the man of the house and the first lady, okay? So he's sitting back there with them. And this is my problem with Moolah. Moolah, you do a lot, baby. You do a whole lot. You want spotlight, and I believe this whole situation with you and William was nothing but you wanting to have the spotlight. And you say what you want to say, but you're coming off as a bully. So you're gonna bully your way in, and you're taking them down one at a time, and you're choosing very wisely. First spot was Carry On. You thought Carry On was weak, so you attacked Carry On. Now this time you attack William. Who's next? Who's next? And you keep with this crying about how you don't want to come across homophobic, but this is your angle. This is always your angle. I'm sorry. I'm not buying that William was twerking on you and there is no footage. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. There's nobody can make me believe that William actually twerked on Moolah and nobody's seen it. And you literally overpowered William on the whole conversation. When William was trying to say, I didn't twerk on you, I don't ever remember twerking on you. You were, You shut him up, and you talked over him because you didn't want him to talk. Because you didn't want it to be said that he didn't actually twerk on you. But we didn't see him twerk on you. And the more you kept talking about it, and the more people ask you about it, you say, he's twerking over by me. He's twerking my direction. So the truth of the matter is, he didn't actually twerk on you. The truth of the matter is, I don't believe his ass ever actually touched you. So what you were actually doing is putting 20 on 10. That's what putting 20 on 10 actually means. You were putting 20 on 10. You were doing the absolute most. The absolute most. So you're going on and on and on. And the thing was, even you were so angry. You were so angry. So there's so many different little things that really did make you look suspect. Good morning, Jace. It make you look really, really suspect. The whole announcement of, okay, I'm getting ready to jump on him. Who does that? Who does that? Men who have been violated or feel like their space have been violated, who are now angry, don't make an adjustment. They don't call. I need the spotlight over here. I'm getting ready to cut up. That's not a straight man trait. That's a queen trait. That's a performer's trait, honey. I don't want you to miss me. I want my lighting. I need my special shaft of light because I'm getting ready to show my ass. So that's a girl thing. Okay? So that kind of stuck out. I was like, really? And then you carried on, and you did scare him. You knew what you were doing. You knew you were scaring him, didn't you? You knew. You knew exactly what you were doing. And at that point, they get back to the house. Baby, ain't nobody seen no more William. William dashed. But we didn't know it until the morning. And in the morning, Milan and Anthony are outside by the pool, and here comes Relly. Now let me talk about this. This is where I start seeing some stuff that I didn't care for. Milan, what is your deal? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Because right now, it seems that you've taken this position like you're second in command. You're second in command, like you are Natalie's eyes and ears when she's not there. Is that it? Who are you? You the chaperone? Are you the Mrs. Garrett of the house? Because that's what I'm getting. It feels like you're the Mrs. Garrett of the house. You're the overseer. You're the chaperone. You're the babysitter. But you're the babysitter that every now and again will whoop a little ass. Is that it? Is that who you are, sis? I said, okay. So you're sitting out there telling them what the next plans are. You always have the itinerary. I'm like, that don't, thank you, Floribel. That don't sit well with me. I don't feel like you are one of the bad boys. I feel like you're Mrs. Garrett. And that's just me being honest. Because, see, we haven't moved along with any storylines or anything other than this homophobic foolishness. So now it's causing me as a viewer to sit back and look at exactly what's actually going on. And now I'm nitpicking at personality traits. That's exactly what I'm doing. No apologies. I'm nitpicking at personality traits. And you, Mrs. Garrett, are getting on my nerves. You're giving out the itinerary. You're carrying bones. And you're also positioning people where you want them. And how you want them. While kind of talking down about them all. Because you really think you're better than all of them. Really? Isn't that right? Or am I looking at it wrong? Am I seeing you wrong? That's what I see. But I mean, do you? Do you? Does it seem strange to anybody? He always has the itinerary. Now, he's always done talk to Natalie. Like, boy, somewhat. You don't feel like a regular piece of the cast. You don't. You feel like you're a part of the production team. That's how you feel to me on the show. But here's my issue. You want to kind of call out some of what Moolah does, yet you don't want to call out what Moolah does. And I think that you want to call Moolah out because you want to appease us. And when I say us, I'm saying the LGBTQIA viewers. You want to stay on a good side with us while straddling the fence with them. So you can still, so you won't be the target. And I can't stand butch queens that do that. It's the equivalent of literally standing on the side with the boys talking badly about another gay, calling them all kind of names and everything like that, and possibly even fighting them to appease your place with the straight boys. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like what it looks like. And you're over there siding with, oh yeah, he do too much. Too much for who? Too much for who? I mean, if they start nitpicking, remember now, because Moolah going from one of y'all to the next. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If William's gone, first of all, Andrew left. Now, William's leaving. Eventually, and then you already mess with Carry On, you know you'll get a turn. Because you don't do everything that straight guys do too. You know, they'll start picking at you, and then, like, do you not see that? I thought William was being William. William is extra. Ain't no biggie. We seen William's extra. Is William any more extra than Gutta? Gutta was standing there in the bowling alley in a damn blue jean skirt. Like, are you serious right now? A blue jean skirt and ponytails and look, you know, I mean, dang near full on drag. Why was William so much extra than Gutta? Because you know you can't pull that with Gutta and get away with it. So I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that. But I was listening to you, and I feel like you flip-flopping around, Milan, and I'm not a fan of it, baby. I'm not feeling it. And again, like I said, you do a whole lot of extra stuff that the boys don't be doing. All this running around with no clothes on and running around with no drawers on, and all of this extra that you do to bring attention to yourself would actually make you a target as well whenever they run out of, and it's not they, let me stop saying they, it's Moolah. It's Moolah, because Curtis ain't nothing but a sad, tired ass follower. I said it. Curtis is pitiful. Curtis is irritating. Every time Curtis opens his mouth, I just get angry, because when he opens his mouth, he is definitely having the time of his life. He really is. He's having the time of his life. He is very happy to be there. He really is. I am happy to be here. Until Moolah tells him, no, we are not happy to be here. And no, I'm mad. And no, I ain't feeling it. And no, I'm uncomfortable. And then once you get your orders from the man of the house, then you're uncomfortable and you're not happy. But you're really happy, Curtis. And you should be happy, because you don't bring anything to the table. As far as what I see, there's nothing bad about you. The only bad thing about you is that you're a following bitch. I said it. That's the bad thing about you. You don't have a mind of your own. You are just as scared of Moolah as William and Dylan. And being as though I just brought up that Dylan, well, no, let me finish the conversation out on in the pool. Really. You got Anthony and Milan. Anthony has basically taken up his alliance basically with Milan. He knows that Milan is second in charge. So he has placed himself comfortably right there in Milan's nutsack. Okay? So they girls, they good Judies. And I'm sitting there looking at the two of them as they shaded Relly. They shading Relly, okay? They looking at him like, this queen, honey. While he's out there, and I'm like, here we go. But this is what we do to each other. So I'm glad y'all showing it on TV, because again, as with everything else, there's levels to this shit. And I sat there and I watched them, how they sat out there, and they was looking at Relly like he was the most insignificant queen in that scene. And then Relly's so messy. When Relly goes into his confessionals, Relly thinks that they're all ridiculous. He do. Relly's in his own world. I'm here for it. He's in his own delusion. He ain't thinking about none of them. He like, child. But you flip flop too. Well, we already covered that. He's one of them dangerous flip floppers, baby. He flip flop all up and down and all around. Relly's a mess. Relly is not to be trusted. Adorable and he's fun, but he is not to be trusted. Now, let's move on. So they're talking about they're going to have this party. That's the last instructions that Natalie has put down there, that they're going to throw their own party. And Milan has come up with this whole thing. Oh, we go ahead and do a song together. And yeah, we're going to really turn up. We're going to really have a nice party to try to get our brand out. Okay, cool, no problem. So they go on. They're talking about how William left. This is the thing. Everybody can see what's happening. Everybody knows what went on with William. Milan is the first one that knew that William was gone. And he was spreading it, okay? So he let them know and all of that. I'd say the first one that knew he was gone was Dylan, because they share the room. But Milan is sitting around. They start talking about William. And they were talking, it was Milan and Anthony. They were saying that it just, like they understood what happened. They didn't really agree, but they thought that William was a punk for leaving. Well, I don't really feel like William is a punk for leaving. William has let you all know that he ain't about that life. He is very forthcoming with the fact he ain't trying to get punched in his face. He got work done on his body and on his face. And he ain't trying to get punched. And the truth of the matter is, if you've never had work done, you do yourself a favor to not be fighting. Okay? And that don't ever go away. Like trans women, it's not the tea for them to be fighting. You listen, somebody grab a trans woman and bang her the right way, she go from looking for like Janet Jackson to looking like the Elephant Man, child. That shit moves. It's really not a joke. It really is not a joke. So I definitely understood what William was saying about being banged around and all that. It could really mess you up. You spend a lot of money for nothing, and you have to go back and spend some more money to recorrect what they done banged around, all for a 5 or 6 minute fight, which you already know you can't fight. So I got it. Why am I going to get banged up just to get banged up for what? For your entertainment? No, I don't think so. And that's not going to garner you anything as far as they keep saying, get in the bag. What bag are you getting? Who wants to be known as the white boy who went on to Bad Boys LA and got banged up and come up out of it looking like Kilimanjaro? Who wants to be that girl? Nobody. That ain't no bad bitch. That's a beat up bitch. That's a different shit. Ain't nobody trying to do all that. So I got it. I understood it. And then they went up and they were like, well, I'm gonna try to call him. After y'all said all that stuff about him, how he was a punk and he was sad, he ain't got no business being there and all this. I'm gonna call him and try to get him to come back. Why? Like you care. So he goes up there and I'm like, all right, he talks to Dylan. Dylan sits in there with the whole thing. Oh yeah, he was saying that, he was afraid that they was going to jump him, and he was saying, they may jump us, and he's like, and I just was like, wow, I mean, I understand why he left and stuff. He was nervous. So are you. You nervous too. For some of the same reasons. I said, all right. They go on. Dylan said, he's like, if he comes back, yeah, like, I think he should come back. Because, again, Dylan goes along with what anybody else says. Milan wanted to come back, so Dylan is going to go along to get along. He's like, okay. And let's talk about this. The whole time while they're having this conversation, now Milan had already talked to William, and William explained to him, like, I ain't feeling it, right? We got to sit here. Milan is in these little swim trunks. He looked real cute. These little swim things he got going on. But then you done went in there and had your whole conversation with Dylan. sitting across the bed from Dylan with no clothes on, child. And Dylan couldn't stop scanning Milan up and down. So whatever Milan said was going to be what the plan was going to be, because I sat there and I was screaming, laughing at Dylan scanning up and down Milan's body while they were having this conversation. I was tickled pink. Do you understand me? And listen, I ain't mad at you, Dylan. I get it. He's a beautiful creature. He really is a beautiful creature. And he's sitting there with all that meat and everything all in your face, girl. Y'all been staring at him for 3 days. So he went in there. He knew what he was doing when he did it. Milan knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's a marketing genius too. He was marketing him. Okay? So he got what he wanted from Dylan. Dylan's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'll be on board to butter him up and blow smoke up his ass and get him back in the house. Because, of course, my opinion, and my opinion only, Natalie told Milan, get his ass back here. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for the conversation, but I bet you that was the verbiage that Natalie used. Get his ass back here, Milan. Anyway. Come on, dude, girl. Anyway, so that was that. We go on after that, and who do we talk to next? Oh, Relly, with your flip-flopping behind. He contacts old William, and they talking on the phone, and he's trying to tell him to come on back, but steadily throwing shade all through the conversation. He's still throwing shade at him. I said, look at this mess. What? Messy. He turns around and he says, yeah, I mean, girl, but I mean, this is a good opportunity for you, this, that, and the other. You need to come on, bring yourself back here. Everything gonna be fine. Oh, and when Milan was telling him, I'm not gonna let them jump on you. Excuse me, Milan, did you forget? He already got a good ass whooping already. 2 of them. Dylan whooped his ass and Relly whooped his ass. Now, you did jump on Relly, but that didn't stop him from getting his ass whooped. So you're telling them that now you're not going to let them get him, but you were standing there when he got Carry On. And Carry On's mouth was bleeding. You were standing there then. Girl, stop playing. William is like, girl, I don't know. That don't sound good. So Relly goes on. Relly's telling him, girl, ain't nobody going to get you. We're not going to let nobody jump you, child. Bitch, you be the one doing the jumping. What you talking about? Child, anyway, so William wasn't kind of going for it, but they switched right off and showed just how shady my Relly is, honey. Relly's mess. Relly was in that confessional. He said, you know, I personally don't care if they drag him all over the place. I don't care nothing about that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I said, really? Really? Y'all played this confessional back in the midst of him having a conversation with the boy, trying to convince the boy to come back. You done did the confessional with your shady behind, talking about how you don't give a damn if they fop and drag you, honey. I said that's a hot mess. A hot mess. So wait, now catch this shade. After we did all of that, Dylan eases himself outside and said, let me go be messy. I said, wait a minute. Let me be messy. He goes up to Moolah and Curtis. I said, oh, Jesus. Now, what you going over there and talk to the man in the house of the first lady? What do you really have to say, Dylan? He goes over there and tells them basically that he's siding with them about how William acts and that William do be doing too much and that he's a punk bitch and that if he can't do no better than this, he needs to stay out. I said, oh. And they like, but wait a minute, ain't you friends with him and stuff? He said that y'all was probably going to try to jump me too. And they're like, oh, no, we ain't going to do nothing to you. And he's like, if I wanted to jump on him, I'd have jumped on him in the van. And it's like, I said, Dylan, you're not to be trusted. But we knew that. You're not to be trusted. And the more we go on, and I see Dylan, I'm starting to believe that Dylan deserved that ass whooping that he got first. It just got done out of turn. You did things later on that made you deserving of the good ass whooping that you had received early on. Remember how you got pushed up in the bushes like Homer Simpson? I'm starting to believe that you were in your rightful place. You're nasty and you're mean. Nasty and mean, honey. You said you'd be messy too. We love him. I do. I could be messy. I ain't trying to get nobody pushed up in those bushes like Homer Simpson. Well, let's move on, Asia. We ain't talking about me. Anyway, I'm pointing out other people's shade. Shh. Anyhow, so listen. Listen. Shh. Okay, so that's why I don't do this stuff live. Hush, Asia. Anyway, so they end up saying they got to have this here meeting. Okay, they got to have a meeting at the table. They go on. They had a meeting at the table. Dylan gets called out at the table by Milan. He's like, that. Wait a minute. He said, hold up. He's like, yeah, that's kind of shady because y'all boys and stuff, right? And then now you just kind of like flipping on him. And Moolah went through this whole thing again about how he is not homophobic. He's not pinpointing people out. He's not. But then he turns right around on Dylan and says, well, whoa, hold up. So if he come back, then where are you going to sleep at? Dylan, because see now Dylan done sold his soul to the man of the house and the first lady, okay? He said, oh, I don't want that weak bitch sleeping in the room with me. That bitch can sleep on the couch or whatever. Really, Dylan? Really? And when he said that, let me tell y'all what I feel about Dylan at this point. Hey, Maud Afro Mama, how are you, baby? Welcome. Thanks for coming over. I said, this is how I feel about him at this point. Remember how they pushed you up in them bushes on that first episode, Dylan? I hope they take you around to the other side of the bushes and push you in the bushes on that side and make it a complete whole. You raggedy bitch. I was so angry. With him at that point. That was so raggedy. And that is the type of queen that you don't want to be around. You understand me? Then I'm gonna go off here. Okay? Because there was a lot of talk about this. You know, their rooms are really close to one another's, okay? And they share a bathroom. William, and this made sense. I want y'all to listen to me and listen to me very, very closely. William is a punk, okay? He's a punk. I don't come from that world. I'm from the world of, straight boys stuff. I'm gonna punch you in your face. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you're not gonna punch me in my face because that's dumb. I can't. How do you tell a person you're not gonna punch me in the face? Somebody very well may punch you in your face. But this is the thing. Exactly what in the hell do you think I'm gonna be doing when you punch me in my face? Are you kidding? What exactly is it, sweetheart, that you think I'm gonna be doing when you punch me in my damn face? So see, I don't come from that world. If you ever notice, if you ever seen me down here on YouTube beefing with folks, you never ever hear me say what I'm gonna do to nobody, because I don't do that. I don't do that. I ain't into it. I don't find it cute. I don't find it entertaining. If I'm beefing with you and we're having words, and I know I'm good at that. I know I make you want to jump off a bridge with this mouth. You understand? I know that. And once you get to the point where you can't tongue wrestle with me no more, and I done got all up in your spirit, and you go to telling me about what you gonna do to me physically, y'all ain't never noticed, I'll be done with it. I'll be done with it. You know why? Because as soon as you go to that realm, there's no more talking. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I want action, Jackson. I want action. I don't care about what you're talking about. You fat, you ugly, I'll be all that. Once you tell me you're going to put your hands on me and you are done talking. Action, Jackson. That's what I want. Period. And I'm not going back and forth with you. There is no back and forth, because I'm not going to sit online and aggravate my damn self telling you, well, I'm going to take you and I'm going to punch you and I'm going to yank you and pull your hair. And I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait on you. I'm going to pull up to your house and I'll be at the door. That's it. That's all. No more back and forth. It's done. That's the world I come from. So, and if you're not from that world and you really don't want that drama, you do like William did and you pull up and you roll out. This is not for me. This is a little too deep. I gotta go. Ain't nothing wrong. Listen, sometimes a good run is better than a bad stand, okay? And if you know you ain't got it, go on. I ain't wanted to thank you, baby. Mwah. Thank you so much. So listen. Now this is serious, okay? No more joking. This is serious. The rooms are close. They share a bathroom. There was a concern that kept coming out about, well, I feel like I have anxiety because, I feel like they may come and jump on me while I'm laying there sleeping, or like something's gonna happen, like you're planning to do something to me, okay? That's serious. Now, you can call that child a punk. You call that child anything you want to call him. But at the end of the day, we are gay males. Okay? So there's a line. There's a line that can be crossed when you're a gay male. You have to protect yourself. However it is that you feel like you need to protect yourself. And in that instance, that ain't no safe situation. You can't whoop him. You can't whoop him. Security's not there 24 hours a day. As mad as Mullah claims he is, as much as he keeps harping on this same subject, on and 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 on, it's always the gay thing. Gay, 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 gay. And you don't have to do nothing to Mullah. Mullah punched Carry On in his mouth because he would not tell him that he is gay when he ain't just gay. He's something else. He's pansexual. He's something. But the man said, just consider me bisexual, which he told you. I like men and I like women and I like a little something extra too. Okay? Like a little... Shout out to Kai. Okay? He said that, but that wasn't good enough. You wanted the words, I am a gay male, so that you could do what you planned to do in the first place, which was punch him in the mouth. You couldn't get him to say it, so you just jumped the gun and went ahead on and punched him in the mouth. So you all tell me, why is William wrong for leaving before he got punched in his mouth? Because if you punch Carry On, you'll damn sure punch William. I mean, really? You find William... You think that William would be a better fight than Carry On? Carry On is totally... Carry On a little left of center. And you know that from 3 minutes and being in his presence. When he started talking, you'd be like, oh, you different. You're different. Yeah, you different. He not nobody you want to jump on. He not nobody you want mad at you because you don't know what he get ready to do next. William is nothing. William is a cream puff. A cream puff. So this is what I'm saying to you all. Do you know how many gay males, and we ain't even gonna go to trans route, we're just gonna talk about gay males. Do you know how many gay males there are at the cemetery that literally got killed by somebody they just got out of the bed with? Don't tell me a goddamn thing about what a person who is struggling with toxic masculinity will not do to you. Moolah is showing very much signs of struggle with that toxic masculinity thing. I don't want it around me. I don't feel comfortable around it. This is complete homophobia. You can stroke it any way you want to. It is complete homophobia. Period. Period. And I'm going to say it again. How many people do you know of who literally have perished at the hands of someone who literally just got done grinning, sweating, smiling, and releasing fluids with them? That same individual has gotten up. Once the deal is done, the reality sets in of what it is, and they've literally killed those boys. And I ain't talking a situation about trans, and she fooled me, and no. I'm talking about a boy such as myself, where you look at it, honey, and you know exactly what you're getting. You know exactly. I ain't fooling you with nothing. If you go down there, if you get to playing in the dark arts with me, bet you bite a chip. Ain't no, you know exactly what it is that's going on. You know exactly what it is that you're getting into. But it is too many cases where they do it, and when the deal is done, the reality sets in, it may snap. And they have literally, boys have perished at the hands of the very person that they just got out of the bed with. It is sad, but it is true. It is not a joke. It is not funny. And it happens way too often. Way too often. So, no. Do I have a problem with William pulling up and dashing? Not at all. And then, let me go finish up this show review. There was more to it. See, there was more to it. You know the dark arts food junkie don't play. FJ, you know, sometimes the dark arts will make you... Anyway, later for that. Anyhow, when William came back to the house, William did come back to have a conversation. He wanted to talk to the producers. He was literally, you could see the fear in him. You could see the fear in him when Moolah came out. And as Moolah continued talking, there was more to it. That Moolah had done worked with William. Moolah had William on his show. I said, oh, ding, 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 ding. Miss Moolah, what you giving? See, you done worked with Milan before. You had Milan over on your show. You had William over on your show. Y'all done stuff. So they were good for you to make money off of. And now you're targeting them for your spotlight for the show. But somewhere in your dumb brain, you didn't realize attacking the gays ain't going to leave you in a good light. Hello, dummy. The homophobic route, it not cute. That's not going to leave you walking off the show looking pretty either. I promise you, it'll bother your bottom line. Because we're 4 episodes in, we don't like you, bruh. We don't like you. I can pretty much speak for the community. We don't care for you, honey. It's already going to bother your... I'm not buying nothing off you. I ain't buying shit off of you. Period. Period. So I think you've made bad decisions, but you got You were the clout chasing demon. And you came out talking about how he's a clout chaser and this, that, and the other. And then you spilled it out that he was leaking the cast and all of that stuff. So you were mad at William before you even got there. Isn't that right, Milan? You had a plan in place and a hair up your ass for Miss William before you even got there. And that's why she was so scared of you, because she knows she had done wrong. And I ain't taking up for the whore. She was out of order. William, you old raggedy talking ass whore. You was doing too much chit-chatting. Which is scary. Now, you know you're scary, bitch. So why you gonna go and do all of that extra? You knew better, but you thought you was protected, girl. You didn't know you didn't know this was what this was given. And now it's too late. It's too late, William. Now it's too late. Girl, you in danger, Sarah, girl. But you can see the fear in him. And then I'm gonna tell you what else I saw. When Milan came out, what was that little smirk on Milan's face? Oh yeah, I seen you. Just like I see you when you ain't got your clothes on, I see you when you being shady, honey. I seen you, honey. I saw you. I saw you. I said, and then they had that conversation again. He was leaking stuff, this, that, and the other. He don't need to be here. I said, you know what? I'm done with all of you. All of you have gotten on my last nerves. But I'm going to watch. But I ain't going to be watching through no lens where I'm liking this and liking that. Y'all, I'm going to say right now, nobody in this house is trustworthy. I wouldn't trust none of y'all with nothing of mine. Nothing. I wouldn't sit a drink down around you all. I wouldn't sit no food down around you all. Y'all couldn't cook me shit. Y'all couldn't do nothing. Nothing. You couldn't take my clothes out the dryer. I don't trust none of y'all. And one last thing before I get up out of here. We finally had the conversation with Gutta and Carry On. There's that, I mean, they acknowledge, you know, Gutta wants a little piece of that. She wanted her little taste, honey. She wants to practice in the dark arts with Carry On. I said, we knew it. I knew it when the first time I seen y'all. And Carry On put her in the friend zone. I said, okay. But I love the fact that he didn't get to feeling no kind of way about it or anything like that. Gutta was like, okay, so we just gonna be friends. Like, said, you know, friends do be kind of, he's like, no, not them kind of friends. We just gonna be friends. I said, okay, put her in the friend zone. And everybody understands, because it was really funny how, like, she went and got in his bed. He's like, why is you in my bed? Why are you in my bed? But he wasn't offended. He went on over there and got in the bed too. On the other side, I said, I think they played it well. I do. I think they played it well. And it's fine. And it's better for the storyline because they don't need that in the house. The way things are going. They don't need it in the house. But as somebody go ahead and ask me, do I think they're going to practice the dark arts? That would be a yes from SpillitBoyTV, honey. And I think y'all should. I think y'all should. But I think y'all should keep it off of this. I definitely think you should. Gutta, girl, you know what to do. Yeah, keep it out of the storyline. Don't make it part of y'all's storyline. Because if there's something real, because y'all have a complete connection. There's a connection there. You can see it. You can't even miss it. You can't even fake it. There's something there. Don't allow this show to by chance ruin it. Or even if it's just a friendship. But girl, yeah, I think they're going to practice the dark arts, honey. But it's cool. It's cool. So that was really cool. And then they actually both opened up to each other about their parent. They were bonding on a different level. Here was Gutta's biological father passed away when she was 6 years old. She's 6 years old. And then her stepfather just perished a few months before she came there. And she had a really good relationship with her stepfather. So she's really hurt behind that. And then Carry On shared some of his stuff about him and Kirk Franklin. And the thing that Carry On is still longing for love from his father. With everything that went down, I got out of that conversation that Carry On regrets exposing Kirk with that phone call with him cussing and all of that, and how it did. He didn't realize that it was going to be as bad against the brand as it was. And I think he really does genuinely regret it. But Kirk seems a little headstrong. And, you know, time heals wounds. So hopefully, at some point, they could actually get it back together, because that young man is longing. He's longing. He ain't mad with his daddy. He's longing for his dad. He wants his dad to hug him and love on him, honey. And I don't know. It was really sad. But that's the first good scene that we've actually had. That's the first actual reality that's taken place in this house that's even worth archiving somewhere. The rest of this is just pure trash. Pure trash. I mean, entertaining trash. It's entertaining because it's thought-provoking and it makes us have a conversation. Look, I've been talking for 46 minutes about it. And they pissed me. They pissed me off. And it did make me think, you know. And I hope it does start some conversations, especially that one about dealing with that toxic male that is confused and don't know which way is up, and they mess around in the dark arts and then they snap. Honey, nobody got time for that. Anyway, so no, I think William should have left, you know, and I don't think his reasons for leaving was bad. He a punk and he know he a punk. So I mean, what do you do with that? Bye, punk. Anyway, so listen, I don't have my notes here with me because we on the road, but I'll say this. I think I got everything. I think I covered everything. If not, you know, I'll do another video and fix it all up. You know, it is what it is. So listen, I heard about that stuff. Y'all know I don't run and jump out. I don't do that. When more information comes in about what is going on in real time with Carry On, look for Kitchen Table Talk Live. That's where you would find that information. But you know, I don't jump on a story as soon as it runs down on the street. I don't have to be the Marie Tory of YouTube. I don't. Because I don't want to get the lawsuits that Marie Tory gets when you get it all wrong. Catch it. All right. Listen. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I love you much. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Later. This has been Bad Boys Los Angeles. This is episode 4 of season 1. Just a mess. All right, you all. Later.